Hi plant friends, welcome back. If you're new here, hi, my name's Angela. Today we're going to put together a couple, an arrangement and another pot for me to take into the office. I work at a women's college and we have just put in our office suite a nice guest area for our guests to relax. And so one of my coworkers came up to me and she was like, hey, I know you're like super into plants, so do you want to bring in some plants for our new guest room experience? And I was like, yes, of course, why wouldn't I? And so what I've done is I've picked 3 different types of plants, and I'm going to make one arrangement and then just another beautiful potted plant that can go in this room. So we have office lighting, and then there are 2 really long skinny windows that get western facing sun in the afternoon. So it'll be perfect. What I've picked out is a spider plant. Let's see, look, there's one leaf over here that's yellowing a little bit, so I'll take that off. But this is 2 spider babies that are producing offshoots already, new plants. I potted these up last year from my mother plant, and so these are actually not yearlings, but like, what would you call that if it's their second year? Second yearlings? I don't know, it doesn't matter. But what I'm gonna do with this is I'm going to keep it as an upright plant, and when it starts to shoot out its own babies, I'm going to cut it off because I don't want that. I just want like kind of the vertical interest. And then what I'm going to do, I'm so excited about this, I'm going to put these 2 dark heartleaf philodendrons on either side of it in the same pot. Isn't that going to be so cute? So I propagated these from probably, it looks like 6 cuttings, and I did this last year. So these are like yearlings, maybe 2 yearlings. Dos yearlings, dos años leaves. Anyways, they're gonna look really great striking against the bright foliage of the spider plant. And then I have a couple golden pothos that I propagated from an office plant actually. And so these are, looks like just 4 cuttings that have gone and done all of this. These are prolific growers, so they're going to work really great in the office. And none of these plants require a lot of light. They all require the same amount of watering. I am going to do something that I don't normally do, but I got these pots at Dollar Tree this year. They have placed drainage holes there, okay, but I'm not going to pop them out because these are going to be sitting on wood surfaces, so I don't actually want them draining. Which means I'm gonna have to make sure that whoever is in the office and whoever is watering these plants is not going to water them too much. We're gonna really have to work on that. But if they do, no big deal, I'll just make some more, right? So I'm gonna move forward a little bit, maybe not. Okay, this is like a really big table and I'm so sorry. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead, put these things together, and then we'll touch base again at the end, all right? Ooh, before I get going, I guess I'll tell you what I'm going to use. I use the Expert Gardening potting mix for indoor or outdoor containers. It's at Walmart. It's pretty affordable actually, and it's really just good woody organic material with peat moss. It's kind of coarse, but it's great. I use it for starting seeds, and I also use it for my indoor plants, and it's been working out really great. I've also started amending all of my soil with Brute Worm Farm casting. So it's Brute Farms in Brute, Minnesota. I think I'm saying that right. I'm from Minnesota, which is why I chose this brand. We use it in our vegetable garden. It's really just beautiful, dark, black, organic worm poop. I know it sounds so gross, but it doesn't have any smell. It doesn't leave any gross residue. It's just really perfect organic material. So I'm actually going to put a handful of it in each pot, and then I'm just going to mix it in with the soil that I already have in each of these pots, and then some of that brand new fertilizer or organic potting mix that I have from Walmart. So let's go ahead and just do this together, okay?
Great. So I went ahead and get started here, and I took all of the different cuttings out. They have nice long roots there, but they're still individual cuttings. So I went ahead, got the spider plant put in first, and then I'm going to start arranging all of the different cuttings in the positions that I want them around the spider plant. That way they will all trail really nicely. So now I'm just going in and backfilling all of the places underneath and around all of the different cuttings to make sure that there aren't any air pockets around any of the cuttings, because we want them to take to the soil. So then same kind of concept over here with the golden pothos, super simple. Since these have really long trailing legs already, I just wanted to make sure that they all kind of wrapped around each other and that the nodes on each of the vines were touching soil, because that's where additional roots will grow.
There we go. Okay, so everyone, thank you so much for hanging in there with me. I've gone and put in both of the big, beautiful golden pothos, and what I'm gonna use is actually use some of these floral pins. Here we are. And I'm gonna make sure that I just stick them down in all the places where I have some roots that are or vines that are kind of sticking up, because I want all the nodes to be touching the soil, not underneath the soil exactly all the time, but touching the soil and have them stay in place, because that's how they will grow additional roots and additional plants. And then over here, we have this little arrangement. There's so much light in here, it's kind of hard to see, but when it fills in, it's gonna look really beautiful with the dark green heart-shaped leaves cascading down, and then the tall, spiky, beautiful spider plant with that vibrant green growth up top. So pretty excited about these. I hope the office will enjoy them. I'm sure our guests will. Thank you all for hanging out with this video. I hope you learned a thing or two. Hope you enjoyed hanging out with me, and we will see you in the next video, okay? Bye.